What is going on, everybody? DSP here, and I am going to show you my new setup that I've now been using for about, I want to say as of tomorrow, it's been 2 weeks of direct capture / streaming capability, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to walk through the equipment that I'm using. I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I've purchased, and I'm going to explain the setups that I use in order to get these to work properly. I actually have my PC hooked up to my TV right now for pretty obvious reasons. Number one, it's easier for me to show you the screen by doing that, but also number two, I'm going to be filming, well, not really filming, but capturing and streaming my very first PC game playthrough, StarCraft 2 Heart of the Swarm, in just a little bit. Actually, about an hour, I'm going to start that stream. I'm filming this before I actually make that stream go live. So, this is a big departure for me, okay? You're looking right now at my coffee table with all the equipment on it that I'm currently using in order to record and stream and make videos. And it is a huge difference from what I used to do. I used to sit here with a camera. If you remember, just look back a couple of months, I made the video where I said how I record, what I do, how I do it. And I had a tripod here with a camera, and it was this camera that I'm holding right now. And it would just sit right here like this, and it would record the TV screen. And that's how I would do my playthroughs. And I would time it to every 10 minutes I would stop and start the video again. And then when I was done, I would take the memory card out, go over here to my computer, put it into a memory card reader, have it loaded into there, and then individually upload the videos to YouTube. What I do right now is drastically different, okay? Basically what I do, and I'm going to open up the program here that I use primarily for everything that I do now. It's called XSplit Broadcaster, okay? This is a third-party program. It costs, I believe, $60 a year to have a premium subscription to it. It is subscription-based. It is not a program that you can buy. You have to pay an ongoing subscription. But I really like this program because it allows you to stream, it allows you to direct capture simultaneously, it allows you to actually control the quality of the stream and the direct capture. They don't have to be identical, okay? And it also allows you to do several different they call them screens, but really what it is overlays, video feeds. I could be doing multiple video feeds at once with this program. I could be doing a crazy amount of stuff, okay? So let's log on here. I could literally be streaming Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 gameplay at the same time with this program. That's pretty crazy, isn't it? But it's true. I could. Well, so what XSplit does is it takes a video source from any source. It could be a capture device. It could be direct from your PC. It could be a webcam. And it puts it into a presentation. And primarily that's really what this is. It's meant to be like a presentation of someone who maybe owns, I don't know, a TV station and they want to broadcast something. See, so right now it's blank because right now I don't have any input from any device, and it actually has my Roxio gaming device selected because that's what I use for PlayStation 3, and that's what I did earlier today. But you have the ability to check between different capture devices. See, we got Hoppage HD PVR 2, StarCraft 2. Right now you've got the DSP Gaming logo that I can move around, I can resize, I can make it transparent. And it's pretty good for on-the-fly adjustments, too. That's what I really like about it. On-the-fly. Oh, what's that? The game audio doesn't sound very good. The game audio is low. Well, all you got to do is right-click, which I can't do, of course, because there's no... Well, actually, if I do this, I think I can. Yep, right-click. And right here, you've got your audio levels. Here, this is your master audio level. This is your microphone and commentary audio level, which you can mute. You can mute anything at any time. But this is your game audio level. You've also got adjustments for color, brightness, contrast, transparency, layout. It's pretty crazy. Like if I were to stream a fighting game and I wanted to do the fighting game in the center of the screen, but on the sides of the screen you have the faces of the opponents being streamed by webcam, and I wanted to have logos and I wanted to have advertisements and shit on the screen, I could do it with this program. This program is amazingly good. Okay? So, that's primarily how I'm doing the capturing and the streaming. Now, what I want to show you is the equipment, and then I want to show you in action to show you what it actually looks like while I'm doing it. Okay? So, first thing I want to show you is what I got here, okay, on my coffee table. And I apologize for the lighting. You know what? I'll actually go turn on my big lamp. Let's do that. My big lamp I have over here. That'll probably help for lighting wise, okay? Okay, what we've got in front of us here, let me zoom out, is my equipment that I have in front of me when I'm doing direct capture, except for the keyboard. The keyboard I have not needed until right now when I'm about to do a PC game playthrough. If I'm not doing a PC game, I don't need the keyboard, okay? So what do I have in front of me? We've got my laptop, and my laptop is open to Twitch TV, and it's actually open to my dashboard, which is where broadcasters basically make their home on Twitch TV. And what you've got is a little preview window. As you can see, there's a preview there of the stream I did earlier today of God of War, and it shows your preview of your stream if it's live. You've got the name of your channel that you can change. You can pick what game it says you're playing, okay? And then down below you have your chat, where I see all you guys chatting away when I do streaming, okay? And then we've got how many people are watching the stream right now, how many people total have watched my stuff, how many people are following me, and then my commercial button. And I have the ability in there to actually set the length of the commercials that I play up to 3 minutes. It can be as short as 30 seconds, as long as 3 minutes. So what I really do is while I'm streaming, I'm watching the chat, I'm watching what everyone's saying, I'm seeing how many viewers I have, and then what happens is, as you can see, which I don't know if you'll be able to see with this camera, but right there it says last commercial, 2 hours, 27 minutes, and 2 seconds ago. When you run your first commercial, Twitch actually tells you the amount of time since it ended. So you know, oh, it's been a half an hour, I gotta run a commercial. And then you just click the button, it runs the commercial, okay? It's that simple, pretty straightforward. Now, my equipment to do the audio and capture, okay? We've got, first of all, my new headset. It is the Turtle Beach Ear Force 7, and I guess it was sponsored by MLG. Like, who gives a shit if MLG sponsored it, okay? But it's an MLG sponsored headset. It has the capability to do voice chat, but I'm not using that for my microphone. And this actually goes into this guy. This guy is the volume adjuster. It also tells me if my surround sound's functioning. It's got different presets that I can use. I've actually found that for console games, preset 4, it ups both the treble and the bass. That seems to be the best one. And on the fly, I can adjust the volume on my headset. And that's great, because without that, I actually was using these regular stereo headphones without a volume adjuster. And some games sounded loud, some games sounded low, and there was no way for me to adjust the volume because it was through the console. So now I have on-the-fly volume adjustment, okay? Now that plugs into, if you're doing a PC game, it's very simple. It plugs right into the front of your PC, okay? No issue. But if you're doing a console, you need to do some processing. And so there's this box that it came with. It's on the floor right now. And for consoles, you can't just do USB sound. You also have to have optical audio out, which both the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360 have. So what I've been doing is when I'm actually recording, I have the optical audio going to my headset, and then I actually have the console, the capture device that I'm using take the audio from the console from another method. So for example, with the PlayStation 3, I use the Roxio Game Capture HD Pro, and I'm using component cables coming out of the PlayStation 3. For the Xbox 360, I'm using underneath here the HD PVR2, and that just takes the actual audio through the HDMI cable, okay? Because right now, when I'm broadcasting and recording, I'm only doing stereo audio. Let's face it, how many people go on YouTube and they want to hear 5.1 surround? And the answer is nobody, because YouTube doesn't do 5.1 surround. I'm not sure if Twitch TV has the capability of doing it, but most people, when they're listening to this stuff, they're on their computers anyway, or their mobile device. They're not listening for 5.1 surround sound. I don't think anyone's looking for that. So stereo sound is fine, okay? So that's my headset. What you have here is the blue snowball microphone, okay? It's a giant ball, yes, and it says blue, so technically it's a giant blue ball. This microphone I purchased online for about $70. By the way, this headset is extremely expensive. It was $279, but it does give me the 5.1 surround that I want, which is why I didn't want to get rid of my receiver, my surround sound speakers and such, because I was afraid I was going to lose the surround sound and it would hinder my gameplay. Well, this headset has it, and that's why it was so expensive. This microphone was about $70 online, and it has several different modes of audio capture. However, no matter what I've tried, I found that I cannot eliminate echo if I do game audio through this. So instead, I'm just using this for commentary only and headphones rather than using my speakers, okay? I've also got a wireless keyboard and a wireless mouse in front of me, and I actually use this on the fly while I'm capturing. I actually use the wireless mouse, because keep in mind, usually it's not on the screen here. It's usually over here on my monitor that I have on the side that this is, and I can actually tell it to broadcast to Justin TV, to local, to do direct capture, and I could do them both at the same time, or I could do them separately. And now for the StarCraft playthrough in particular, I've actually made hotkeys. So I've made it so that if I hit Control 1, I automatically start streaming. If I hit Control 2, I automatically direct capture. Actually, I think I'm wrong. I am wrong. It's the opposite. Control 1 is direct capture. Control 2 is streaming. And so while I'm recording today, I'll record for 10 minutes, say, oh, 10 minutes is up, so I hit Control 1, it'll stop recording, then I'll hit Control 1 again, it'll start recording again. And that's how I'm going to do my playthrough today. Okay? Now, outside of that, you know, you have your gaming controllers and such that you use while you're playing your game. And that's pretty much the extent of the equipment here. Okay? Now, what I want to show you is I do have the two different game capture devices that I've been using, okay? Now for the PlayStation 3, it's a little bit more complicated because the PlayStation 3 does not allow you to do direct capture from an HDMI cable because it has some kind of HDCP protection. It's some kind of protection, okay? And so you have to go out through a component video. So that's what I have in the back of my PlayStation right now. I have hooked up the component cables and going here. And what I've told my PlayStation is I want dual audio out. I want 5.1 surround sound through the optical audio jack, and that goes to my headset. And I want stereo surround to come out of these cables here. So it works out perfectly. And then the Roxio has a HDMI cable going out to my TV. So that's for the pass-through, so you can still see the PlayStation on the TV. And then you've got your USB cable where it goes to the back of the computer, okay? For the Xbox 360, it's a little bit more simple. This is the HD PVR, okay? It's actually lit up right now because it's on. And this has HDMI in straight from the Xbox 360. Xbox 360 does not have that issue with the protection, okay? And you get USB cable. Now normally what I would do if I'm going to use the HD PVR, I unplug the HDMI cable from the Roxio and I plug it into the back of the HD PVR, and then again you get the live pass-through, so you still see the gameplay on the TV while I'm doing the direct capture, okay? The one pitfall, and the difference between these two mainly, is that the Roxio does power itself via the USB, while the HD PVR does not. The HD PVR has a separate power adapter right here that you need to go plug into your, your surge protector, which could be a pain in the ass for some people, okay? So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to turn on my PlayStation 3. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what it looks like for me in XSplit while I'm actually using these devices, okay? So, we're going to turn off the hoppage. We're going to click on Roxio. Boom! Take a look. So, this is what I see when I'm broadcasting and or direct capturing. You actually get to see the video live. And as you can see, I've got my little DSP Gaming logo there. Now, the one bummer about direct capturing with these external devices, okay, they go through USB, is that the video is not live. The video is delayed by just under 2 seconds when I do this. And it's a little bit of a bummer, it is, I'll admit, because if it were live, then it would be cool because I could just do the live audio commentary and I wouldn't have to worry about settings or anything. Problem being, these external devices are not fast enough. They go through USB 2.0. They're not fast enough to be able to do live video, okay? So when you watch my streams, what you're seeing is 2 seconds delayed, basically. So, this is what I see, okay, when I'm messing around and broadcasting direct capturing. And what I do is I have some settings in this program that I use to have variable qualities in what I do. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to go to the settings. There's a tab here. It says channels. Now I know you probably can't see this because I'm using a shaky fucking camera. Okay? So, you got 2 channels. Local recording and Justin TV Twitch. Okay? The first channel is going to be my direct capture. My second channel there is for Twitch TV. Obviously, it's the stream, okay? So I want to show you guys my settings just in case anyone eventually does decide to use Twitch TV. I'm sorry, anyone decides to use the XSplit program to do their recording. So these are my settings for local capture. So I'm going to hold the camera steady, but I'm going to read it too. X264 codec, a bitrate of 7500. Now keep in mind, I'm capturing at 720p. Some people like to stream and capture it higher than that. I know that YouTube right now, it basically destroys 1080p video and makes it look just as bad as 720 anyway. So there's no reason for me to be doing it, especially because the file sizes are tremendous for 1080p right now, okay? Mode is CBR, meaning constant bitrate. What that means is that it's always going to be that quality. It's always going to be that 7.5 megabytes per second quality. If I didn't do that, what could happen is when there's things happening in the video, and this is actually what happened the very first day that I did this with John Rambo, whenever there was a lot of motion in the video will blur up and become pixelated, and that's because there's a variable bit rate. It'll drop the bit rate when there's action, okay? For codec for audio, I've got the AAC LCHQ, 128 kilobyte per second bit rate, and 44.1 kilohertz stereo. What that means is it's CD quality sound, okay? And then finally, MP4. That's the file type. So that's the settings I use for direct capture. Now hold on one second because I want to make sure this doesn't have personal information on here for the streaming stuff. Alright, what I'll do, here we go. It doesn't have too much personal info, but what I'll do is, there you go, I'll cut off the top. I'll just show you what you need to know, what's pertinent to you. Encoding is X264, bitrate is 3000. That's right, for my streaming I only use a 3000 bitrate. Because most people, when we're watching a live stream, it's not going to be as high quality as the direct capture. Mine is a little bit lower. It's a variable bitrate, meaning it could jump higher or lower depending on what's going on with the internet. It's got the same stereo quality, CD quality sound as the direct capture, okay? So that's how I set my streaming settings. Okay, so now, let's get out of this. And now what I want to show you, whoops, I'm way too zoomed in. The last thing I want to show you here in this video is that I have my microphone plugged in. And as you can see, as I'm talking, if you can see there, it's actually picking up my voice, and there's a little bar that's jumping as I talk, and that means that it's actually hearing me talk. You see the little pink bar moving, okay? So the last thing I want to show you is how I set up my mic settings so that they sync with the video properly. So again, I'm going to go to Tools, I believe it's General Settings. Yes, here on this screen here, this is the screen, the General tab, where you can set up audio through a microphone. And see, it even detects it, the microphone, blue snowball. I gave it an audio delay of 1800 milliseconds, which is 1.8 seconds. And what that does is as I'm talking while I'm doing my direct capture and streaming, it's delaying the audio of my talking for 1.8 seconds. So what you're hearing on the stream, I'm actually saying 1.8 seconds before the video, meaning it's actually more than 3 seconds in the past, okay? And the reason I do that is because, like I said, when you're using these external devices, they lag by about 2 seconds. So my audio my commentary becomes synced with the game audio because I did that artificial delay. Now, the one thing that I've noticed, because I actually did do a test video of StarCraft yesterday, is that for PC, you're not using an external capture device, and therefore it's actually live recording. And what this means is I will not have to delay my commentary today when I do my StarCraft 2 playthrough. It'll be timed perfectly, so I have to take off that delay thing that I have on there before I start recording, okay? And then last but not least, and this, I can't show you right now because I didn't have an available USB port to plug it in, but the last piece of equipment that I purchased was an HD webcam. Now this is the stupid fucking Sony cam. This is the HD webcam that I purchased. It's a Logitech one. It actually is 720p quality, okay? And what that is, I can actually have that on here too. And if you've watched any of the co-ops so far that I've done with John Rambo, since I adopted this technology, you would see that we're going to have a camera in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen streaming us here on the couch right here. You can see us from, the front where the camera is, and it streams that into the video as well, both the direct capture and the stream. So how neat is that? It's pretty damn neat, I'll be honest. It's pretty crazy good, and I'm pretty pleased so far with how everything's been going. There have been a lot of hiccups and snafus and minor issues, but for the most part, I've been able to get the stream working every single day, no problems in regards to, consistency of the stream. When I say I'm going to stream, I stream. Sure, it might be delayed a little bit. We may have to work through a few bugs, but it works. But it is a lot more difficult than my old process. I mean, just think about all the shit I just showed you. So when I go to record, here's what I do. I grab my mouse, and once everything's set up here, I go to broadcast, and I'll click on Just In TV, and then I click on local recording. And then it's both recording, and then after 10 minutes, every 10 minutes I go broadcast, local recording, I turn it off, and then I turn it on again. And that's how I do my stuff right now. And just to show you, it actually captures these videos and it puts them into a folder. Here we go. This is actually the conclusion to God of War and some God of War multiplayer from today. And just to show you the quality of the videos, here we are. Full 720p video. This is, the direct capture. Ends up looking a hell of a lot better than what I was doing. Of course, I'm recording it with a camera right now, so you can't tell that it's any better. But it does end up looking a hell of a lot better than just using the camera like I used to. And it's extremely high quality. The audio is great. I mean, massive benefits to doing it, but it is more work for me. And the one thing that I've noticed is that, unfortunately, I do have less time in the day because, keep in mind, the first few hours of every day I stream, then I upload that footage to YouTube. Okay, but when I'm uploading the footage to YouTube, I can't be doing encoding of any videos unless it's a short video. For example, the Hateful Truth. To do the Hateful Truth video with all the video editing and stuff that I've had in it, video footage, took me 4 to 5 hours. Most of that, 2 to 3 hours of that, is usually encoding. And I can't do that while I'm streaming because it doesn't work. When you have this program open, it sucks your system's resources. I wouldn't be able to encode and stream at the same time. What would happen is all the video that you see on the stream and in the direct capture would be choppy as hell. So I'm unable to do it. Okay? So it does take up my time. When I'm streaming, I can't be uploading. When I'm streaming, I can't be encoding videos. When I'm streaming, I'm basically streaming and that's it. It used to be I would record for a few hours, then I would queue the videos up to upload. You can even see I have videos uploading right now in the background. But I would queue the videos up to upload, and while those were uploading, I would put my camera here back on my table on the tripod, boom, and keep recording. I can't do that anymore. Basically, when I'm uploading, I cannot make new footage anymore. So I have to separate my time during the day, and I'm finding less and less time to work on other things, like my vlog style videos. Like right now, I'm actually making this vlog while I'm waiting for this batch of Mass Effect 3 DLC to upload, and then I'm going to jump right onto another stream in less than an hour, and then that's it. I can't upload anymore. The uploads have to go on hold. So there are pitfalls, there are downfalls to everything, but I think that the quality of the videos and the fact that I can live stream and fans can join me live far outweigh the negatives at this point. I guess we'll see how it goes in the future as I continue to do this. I'm sure there will be even more better additions and tweaks and things that I can do in the future that'll probably help out and make the streams and the direct capture even better. So I ask that if you are a fan of mine and you're watching these, please bear with me. If there is a problem with audio syncing or any kind of thing, I'm doing my best, and I promise that I will put in the effort, that I will try to make it better as I move forward. Keep in mind, I've only been doing it for 2 weeks, and already people are telling me this is some of the best stuff they've ever seen. They can't believe why some other people who've been doing streaming for so long and direct capture have problems with audio and video levels and such, because my videos don't seem to have those problems. Okay, so thanks a lot, everyone, for watching the special vlog here where I show you my new setup. I'm actually about to get ready in about 45 minutes to stream the StarCraft 2 Heart of the Swarm campaign. By the time this video is live, that already will have happened, but you can definitely check out those videos on my DSP Gaming channel at a later date. I'm not going to be uploading them today, but in a few days' time, possibly, I'll start that playthrough. Once I've completed all my current projects that are already uploading, like the Mass Effect DLC, I actually went to PS Home the other day, and I even have some Darkstalkers matches that I may or may not upload gradually over the next few days. So I already have some footage stored up to upload, but I know people will want to see StarCraft 2, so I'm going to have to see what I want to do over the next few days for uploading of footage. So, alright, that's it. Thanks a lot. Hope it was an informative video. Now that you see what I'm using for my equipment, that's it. Please join me for gameplay on Twitch TV and also on my DSP Gaming channel. Peace out.